Good day, everyone, and welcome to GoUpstate.com's Friday Night Preview. I am not Ashley Stevens. Ashley's out on assignment today, and we'll be back next week. This is Jason Gilmer, and Jason, it's Week 8, and we're ready to go. Burns has to head over to Clover this week. What does that mean for the Rebels?
It means they're going to have to play a lot of run defense. What Clover does is the wing bone offense, similar to what Wofford did in the past few years. They're going to run the football a lot. Burns better start playing some assignment football on defense. Defensive linemen and linebackers will love it this week because they get to play physical football. So if they can go in and make things happen on that defensive front, they've got a good chance of getting out of Clover with another win.
There's a big clash in Region 2, 2A tonight. Broome and Chapman square off. What are your thoughts about that game?
I think it'll be a good one. Last week, Broome proved that they could play with some of the big boys in the region when they kind of shut down the Chesney offense for a while. Now they have to do it with Chapman. Chapman, on the other hand, from Chesney, is a lot of passing. Chapman's going to be a lot of running. Denny Smith and Reggie Davis are really running the football well. What Broome's got to do is stop those two and make the quarterbacks try to beat them. Broome, on offense, Aaron Harris has to have a good game throwing the football. The running's still not there for Broome, but they're getting there.
Which one of the great stories in high school football in the upstate this year has been to play Blue Ridge. Union County's got a tough assignment. What are the Yellow Jackets going to have to do to win that game?
They're going to have to play like Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge is a very intense football team. They come out, they're having fun. Last week against Riverside, Union County didn't do that. They weren't focused. They didn't come out with a lot of excitement. Coach David Lispy says they have to do that. They have to be more like Blue Ridge, and they're going to have to stop J.J. Booker. Booker has, I think, 14 touchdowns this season already. He's going to probably be one of the Shrine Bowl tailbacks. Great football player. They've got to stop him.
Okay, back to Region 2 2A. Chesney's got two running backs doing a lot of damage this year. What's the difference in those two guys?
Well, let's first talk about similarities. Those two guys are averaging more than 8 yards a carry, which is a lot for a high school team. One's quarterback Cedric Proctor, who has more than 2,400 yards of total offense. He really runs well when he gets in trouble. If someone's chasing him, he can get out of the way and make something happen. The other one's Brian McIntyre. He's more of a power kind of runner. Right now, Chesney wants to get its running game more involved in the offense, and those two guys are doing it.
Of course, in Region 2 4A, Boiling Springs 0-27 in school history against Spartanburg. Haven't come close to beating the Vikings since Phil Petty was the quarterback. Yeah. Do they have a chance to win tonight?
They have a chance. It's going to be tough, mainly because of that record. I think the kids, it's hard to believe that you can beat a team when you've never done it. So right now, that might give Spartanburg a little bit of an advantage going in. They have a lot of history against Bowling Springs and winning, so if they can keep that history going, it'll be tough for Bowling Springs to get a win.
Of course, you had a story in today's paper regarding the importance of the junior year for high school football players. What did you learn from working on that story?
I learned that there's a lot of different ways to do recruiting after talking to a lot of people. Talking to some of the Division II or Division I AA schools, they do a lot of recruiting based on junior year. Based on senior year. With the big boys like Clemson and Carolina, they do a lot based on the junior year. So there's a lot of different philosophies in recruiting. A lot of different kids are getting looks that you might not think about. So I think parents may not have to worry as much about if their names are getting out there, because they are. It just matters about who's looking at them.
That's it for Friday Night Preview. The weather's getting cooler. The games are getting more meaningful. Yeah. Thanks for joining us on Friday Night Preview.